Did you add anything to this? Did you want to add anything to this?
No, because you have basically what I want to... Oh, I don't want to tell you what I'm going to talk about, but I'm going to talk about a film.
Okay.
It's from the 70s.
Okay. I don't know what category to give that.
I don't think I like Jalen Hurts, man.
Oh, no.
And it's not even... Like, he's a good ball player. Like, he's a very good ball player, so I'll never complain about him.
Yeah.
But, God, do I just not like his personality. And just, like, the way he talks... Not the way he talks to the media. I don't know.
I appreciate the way he talks to the media, because he's fed up with everyone's bullshit questions.
But it seems... it's so... I feel that, but it feels so forced to me. Mm-hmm. It feels so... I just feel like there's... I just do not believe that that's actually how he is. But maybe he is, and that's fine. And then I just don't like him. So... I think it's the fact that I want to like him. I don't know. I just want him to be lovable, man. Why can't everybody be happy? He just seems mad. You won. Celebrate.
Right, but
Fuck.
then was he the one that was immediately at Disney the following day because that's in the contract, and then was somewhere else, and then was somewhere else?
I have no
so,
idea.
I would be annoyed too.
Once they won, I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. He wants to be at home relaxing with his kid now that he doesn't have to do shit.
So 30 minutes after the Super Bowl, I started looking at the draft and free agency. I do not care anymore. I'm officially back on the Bears bandwagon.
I thought a bandwagon is only if they're doing good.
It's the only time we do good is in the off-season, and we usually don't do that well either.
Remember, just because you can't lose doesn't mean you can't lose.
The Myles Garrett sweepstakes still going on.
That's true. Any updates on that, or is it just...
It's Bears, Commanders, Eagles, Buccaneers, Detroit.
Okay.
He will end up in one of those 5 places. I saw my dad yesterday, and he asked me, he said, TB, what do we got to do? I said, what do you mean? He's like, what do we got to do to get Myles Garrett? I said, probably not draft in the first round. He's like, okay. I said, and probably not draft in the first round next year. He's like, ugh. All right. I was like, and you probably don't draft in the second round this year. He's like, yeah, I don't know if I like that. I said, Dad, if you don't, that man will be a Philadelphia Eagle, and you will hate yourself. I was like, imagine how angry you are right now. Imagine how angry you were when they got Saquon. Imagine they then get that level of player on their defensive line that's already amazing. I did not know this, and I was watching parts of the speeches at the parade. I did not know that Dallas Goedert, Cooper DeJean, and what's the other guy? Who's the other white safety that they have? What's his name?
I don't know what his name is, but I know.
No, we have to know his name. That's disrespectful.
Well,
what is his name?
let me look up who the exciting whites are.
That's what I didn't know they were called, the Exciting Whites. I was like, there's no way they can get away with it. And don't tell me his name. I'm gonna figure it out.
Okay.
I know who it is, and
no, it's not Blankenship.
It is though.
It is.
Yeah.
There was two. Okay, because there was a Blankenship that I think was a kicker for the Colts. What's his first name? Not Rodrigo, right?
No.
That I think is the kicker.
No, it's Reed.
Reed. It is.
Yeah.
Reed Blankenship. The Exciting Whites. That was fun. The fact that he introduced them as the Exciting Whites, and then he tried to get the entire crowd to sing Dreams to Nightmares. I don't know if you saw that. That was so funny. I started dying. I was not prepared for that. The Exciting Whites? When did that become a thing? How did I miss this?
It was a spur of the moment thing that he just said, I think.
Eagles got some nicknames, man.
I love
Guantanamo Bay. That's my favorite. Cooper DeJean is not a safety.
That's the other one that's banned.
I love that song.
I love Philadelphia. I love Philadelphia sports.
They suck. The more I hang on with my dad, the more I understand why he hates Philadelphia. You guys are insufferable. I was happy for you guys to win, and now I'm 2 weeks into it, and I'm like, God, I hate you guys.
Couldn't be me.
I hate you. But not as much as I hate the Packers. Welcome back to the 33rd annual.
Okay.
The bicentennial. Is that 4 times in a century?
No. Bicentennial would be 50, every 50.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And try would be once every 33, I guess?
It's kind of. Bicentennial, just like bi-weekly, bi-monthly, is weird, because it can be twice a century, or it can be every second century. So, like, it's either 50 or it's 200.
I hate the English language.
Yeah. And that's, like, the only word that it does it with. Well, the only, like, prefix it does it with. Because bi-weekly can also be every other week or twice a week. Bi-monthly can be every other month or twice a month. I don't know why we've accepted this as a thing, but that'd be the case.
Welcome back to the How You Doing podcast, where we hate the English language. And this week, I just got one question for you, Zach. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, honestly. It's been a nice little weekend that we just finished up.
That's great. You can ask me how my week's going.
How's your weekend?
Actually, great. I have nothing to complain about. I just wanted to leave you on edge. No, I have not done much. I've worked, and I've come home. And I've continued my Madden save.
Okay.
I am in the year 2020. I played another 7 years.
Yeah, that's a decent chunk of time.
We officially became the Patriots. We just started to dominate, and I just started to draft well and play. We're nuts. I drafted Eagles legends, Kelsey and Lane Johnson.
Okay, all right.
Neither of them are on the team anymore. I traded them both away. They both were career backups, and then when they were going to start, they were already old. I'm like, get traded. I can officially say I don't think I have a single Eagle on my team. I just traded away Fletcher Cox. He was my backup defensive tackle. He had to go. They all had to go.
What center did you have starting over Jason Kelsey?
Who did I have at center? Oh, I had Alan Krutz, who is a Bears legend. Like our best lineman, probably our best lineman ever.
Okay.
And he played for like 17 years.
So it's nepotism.
Yeah, and then...
I didn't expect you to just say yes. I expected a little bit of a fight.
Never. And then I finally traded Michael Vick, my starting quarterback.
Yeah.
And they offered me... I got a pick haul and a player for Vick. But one of the options was to go get Tyron Smith. Very good tackle for the Cowboys. Probably a Hall of Famer, I'd guess. And they offered me him, and then I didn't take that trade, and I was like, well, if they're willing to trade him, let me go see if I can just trade other things for him. And I got him and played him as center. Jason Kelsey just never developed. It sucked. Not that I don't like it, but it's different. Players that were really bad in real life have the chance to be really good, and vice versa. Like, Saquon Barkley is bad, which sucks. Derrick Henry's not that great, but he's fine. Like, Jamarcus Russell, the first overall pick of all time, it ended up being pretty good. And Barkevious Mingo ended up being pretty good. And like these are all busts that NFL fans will know. It just like Tom Brady never existed because Drew Bledsoe never got hurt, so he never got to start. So he was a career backup. Aaron Rodgers still ended up being pretty good, but he never won a Super Bowl. And I kept Peyton Manning from ever winning a Super Bowl, which made my day. I hate that guy. Like Eli never got one. I was undefeated in Super Bowls. I went to 9, and I won all 9.
Jesus.
I got to my 10th, and I lost to the damn Raiders, who I had already beaten 4 times before in the Super Bowl. They finally got one back on me. I was very upset.
So did you do what Kansas City couldn't do?
I did 4 in a row.
Nice.
I did 4 in a row, and then on the 4th one, I did the undefeated season. I went crazy. My receiving core was stupid. I had Calvin Johnson, Deshaun Jackson. I did have an Eagle for a while. I forgot about Deshaun being an Eagle. I always think about him as a Commanders legend. Who was my third guy? Oh, and I had Antonio Brown. I tried to get everybody who had mental problems or legal issues, and I tried to save them from themselves. So I had Aaron Hernandez, I had Antonio Brown, I had Ray Rice, I had Adrian Peterson. Everybody who ever hit anybody, I was like, we're going to put you through counseling. I remade the stadium. Got a therapy booth right next to the locker room, and everybody talks out their issues, and everybody became upstanding citizens. Like, Vic never did anything bad. He played football for forever. Probably the greatest player in my franchise's history.
I like the idea that somehow therapy makes him not have dogfights.
Well, I got him out of Atlanta. I put him in Chicago, in the middle of the cold, up north state. He couldn't do anything. But yeah.
So at what point do you call it and start over?
I'm going to do to the current year, and then I'm probably going to do 2 years after that. Because there's 2 accurate drafts after that are I can find online. Of like players that will come out of college.
Yeah.
I'll probably do those, and then probably call it quits.
Okay. Because, like, I think that when I do my pro wrestling sim ones, it's like there's only so many times that I can sell out the big stadiums.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I thought, like, after I won, like, my 4th Super Bowl, I'd be done.
Yeah.
I think maybe I've won 10 and I've lost 1.
Okay.
And I just lost the one this morning. So now I want to go back and I want to dominate for, like, another 10 years. But I just sold the house. I got so mad I traded everybody.
Oh, no.
Everybody who I didn't think, like, Derrick Henry went. I traded Derrick Henry for Christian McCaffrey. I traded all 3 of my receivers. I traded Antonio Brown, Tyreek Hill, and it wasn't Deshaun Jackson. Oh, DeAndre Hopkins. Traded all 3 of them, drafted 3 receivers in the first round. Everybody had to go. Everybody had to go. The only person I kept Cam Newton, who is now my new quarterback, who won his first MVP, and I kept J.J. Watt.
That might be fun. Rebuilding the team now with an actual budget could be a good time.
I had one year where I had like 7 first-round picks. This next year, I'm going to have a cajillion picks. Because I just sold everybody.
So just, the only sport ball stuff I have is that spring training has started. MLB spring training.
Yeah.
Pulls out his phone to ignore me.
No. I know that's what that looked like. I'm genuinely looking to see if there's any NFL news. Just because I haven't checked today, because I literally woke up, texted you, and came here.
Yeah, it started. Players are reporting. I'm excited for the MLB season to start up again. Thanks.
No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
The All-Star weekends are happening. I don't know how NBA All-Star weekend went. Bailey was in one of the celebrity games. That's all I really know.
I saw that. That girl is stacked up. Bro, she is beautiful.
The NHL, because of Olympic involvement coming up, changed up their All-Star weekend a bunch.
Okay.
Instead of doing their normal All-Star stuff, which is to pick 14 captains and have them draft 4 teams from the All-Stars and go about it, they did what they're calling 4 nations, which is that they took their Canadian players, they took their American players, I believe the other ones are like Sweden and Finland or something like that, and they are doing a round-robin tournament with the 4 of them.
Okay.
And it's been really good, because national pride's apparently enough for this.
There always is. That's why the Olympics go so hard.
Yeah, but it's gone so hard that people are saying, fuck the old All-Star format, let's just do this every year. Because this is fun. Maybe change the countries a little bit here and there. Maybe take out one of the other teams and do a kind of extra team, because there's a lot of like Russian players that are just
rest of the world.
Yeah. The Canada versus USA matchup went extremely hard. There was like 9 fights in the first minute or something like that. Like, it went crazy. The Canadians booed the U.S. national anthem, probably for other reasons, but they booed the U.S. national anthem and then proceeded to get got. I think the final score was like 3-1 or something. Because we talked so much about how All-Star weekends used to rule and then have gone downhill, I wanted to point out that, oh my god, the NHL might have just found a saving format for their All-Star break. So that's fantastic.
There's only one good part about NBA All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
There's a couple of fun parts. So, Chris Paul's one of my favorite players. Okay. He plays on the Spurs now with Victor Wembanyama.
Yep.
Which is the alien, is what they call him. Because he's like 7'3" with like a 18-foot wingspan. He's nuts. He's very good. They did the skills challenge. Nobody cares about the skills challenge. But they cheated the skills challenge. What part of the skills challenge is that you have to take 3 threes from 3 racks at the 3-point line.
Yeah.
Nothing says you have to make the threes. They literally walked up and just threw the balls out just as fast as they could out of the rack instead of actually shooting.
Oh.
So instead of taking it and shooting it and doing the whole motion, they literally just grabbed them and threw all 3 out onto the floor and ran through that and then finished it the fastest anybody did. But then got disqualified because they said that was lame.
Because it is lame.
It is, but I like that stuff. I like that. They're just out thinking the stuff.
Yeah, whatever. The first time it gets done, it's like, okay, that's creative. But then you need to immediately say no, because then people will just...
Yeah, I would have let them stay, let them win, and then banned it, but whatever. And then the game sucked. I don't care what anybody says. They play no defense. It was really boring. It was 4 teams this year. I'm not going to get into all because really it doesn't matter, because who cares? They're not going to care. I could sit here and complain about it and say anything. It doesn't matter. The dunk contest has been bad for a while. Like in every dunk contest, there's one guy who shows up. It's this kid, Mac McClung. First ever 3-time dunk contest winner. Did a 3-peat on dunk contest. He's actually made more money winning the dunk contest than he has in all of his contracts in the NBA. He jumped over a car.
I heard this. I heard about this.
Actually, like, Blake Griffin jumped over a Kia years ago, but he jumped over the hood. Mac McClung jumped over the cab. It was nuts. His other dunks were also very impressive. After he won, John Morant said, Mac McClung makes me want to dunk again. Because he's given up dunking. John Morant, because he said it leads to more injury. And then Giannis said, if you do it, I'll do it. This makes me want to get excited because the dunk contest used to be really fun.
Yeah.
But I just don't think that's going to happen, and I guarantee you neither of them will do it. Because it feels like every year after somebody does something amazing, everybody's like, yeah, I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it. And then nobody ever does it. And it's a bunch of, it's like rookies, a G Leaguer, and one guy who's just either won it before or we all know is a good dunker. So, I don't know. NBA All-Star Weekend is horrible. It always is horrible. It sucks when the most entertaining thing that they do now is when they have the celebrity game.
It's really
Which answers the age-old question.
Oh, no.
White men can jump. Shout out Woody Harrelson.
Somebody call the Exciting Whites. We have a new member.
Not the Exciting Whites! Part 4. I'm sorry, I hijacked that whole thing. What are we talking about? Racing?
So last time we were here, we were talking about the Sonic. Part of the thing was that, man, a new Sonic racing game or a new Sonic kart racer would be really good. And then they just went ahead and was like, oh, we have one coming out soon. We have Sonic Racing Crossroads coming out, and it looks like it's going to have the extreme gear, and we know that Jet and his crew are in it. Like,
I'm very excited. I saw them and I was like, ooh.
I'm excited. I have no idea if I'm going to get it or what I'm going to get it on or anything like that, but like, it looks fun.
What's the best kart racer you ever played?
I have not played many kart racers. So like, I'm going to...
So just tell me which Mario Kart you played and you liked.
Just go with the most recent one, the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Mario Kart 8. So let me tell you why you're wrong. The correct... Oh, well,
okay.
Go ahead.
First of all, you asked my opinion, therefore it cannot be wrong.
100% could be wrong. You live in America. Opinions can be wrong.
That's why I prefaced it with I don't play that many, because I think the only other one I played was that...
I know, I heard you try to minimize the damage of your bad opinion, but it's okay.
Was that Nickelodeon one that sucked, that we all really wanted to be good.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Which has now, like, 2 sequels? Are we on the third one now?
Something like that.
Yeah. Garfield Kart. No, Crash Team Racing is the greatest kart racer of all time.
You've said this before.
Yep, and I stand on it.
I believe you.
It's so good. It's amazing. Play it. Don't play the remake. The remake's good. It just was killed with microtransactions and stuff like that.
Well, yeah. That's every game nowadays, I think.
The game is, like, sound. But the original, CTR, greatest kart racer of all time.
What makes it the greatest kart racer of all time?
It lacks the Mario Kart bullshit. If you enjoy a kart racer for the racing, you'll like Crash Team Racing more.
Okay.
If you enjoy kart racers for a party game, you'll like Mario Kart more. I hate that I can be better than everybody else who's playing and outrace everybody, do everything perfectly, and then still get 10th place because on the final lap I get hit by a blue shell, into a red shell, into a bomb, into the piranha plant, into a bullet bill. Like, that sucks.
Skill issue.
In Crash Team Racing, I can just be better than everybody else. If you are good enough at CTR, you can boost the entire track. Every track. You can never not... Like, you could just always be boosting from drift. The game technically is just amazing. Like, technically, it's the best kart racer ever. If you want to disagree on how fun it is because you don't like the technical part and you want more party, but still, CTR still has items, and it's still fun. I prefer it to be more technical because I don't like to have fun with my friends. I like to beat my friends.
I played Smash with them. That makes sense.
If I like to win and I played Smash with you guys, I'd actually try.
I don't know. I rarely see you lose.
I know.
Sometimes you just walk in upset and you just truck everyone.
There have been days where, like, Michael will say something, and I'm just like, okay. No one will win today.
You guys will all get the work. LFG, I do not...
LFG looks fun.
Like, I have no intention on doing a week-by-week update on LFG. I want to actually watch it and see what the fuck their format is, because it's not Tough Enough, which was their other reality show that they had.
Yeah.
It's something different. They compared it to The Voice. I just want to see what's going on. I want to see what they're doing, and then...
Why is Ryback on that show?
What?
Ryback's on the show. I'm almost positive. No, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm so bad. I saw one side look at... You know who I'm thinking... You know who
I don't know who you're thinking of.
Is it Bubba Ray Dudley?
Yeah, Bubba Ray is on.
Yeah, I saw it from the side. Okay, am I crazy to say they sound similar? Bubba Ray and Ryback.
Maybe. I don't know.
I just saw a clip this morning on TikTok of him, like, shit-talking one of the contestants. And I was like, damn. Why is WWE working with Ryback?
The problem is that I don't know Ryback's actual voice. I know his voided up voice that he used for his character. So I can't even say that for sure.
Yeah. They're just both bald white men with beards. I'm not shocked that I got them confused.
Well, you've done the impossible. I will gas up Bubba Ray in defense of him being compared to Ryback.
Yeah. Didn't you just have an issue with Bubba Ray last week?
I did. That's why why you did the impossible.
I like him.
I was told it's going to be kind of like The Voice, and they're going to have like mentors, and like it's just I want to see how they're doing it and what their format is. I don't really care about
it looks like they pick teams.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
But the A&E channel at the hotel was out last night, so I couldn't watch it when it was releasing. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I won't. AEW Grand Slam wasn't an episode of Collision. It definitely wasn't. It explicitly was not an episode of Collision. It was a special, non-affiliated TV special and was not just an episode of Collision. Anyway, if you want to watch it, you have to go on Max under the Collision tab and click the most recent episode of Collision.
If only I cared about AEW.
I'm sure it was good. It came on at 10:30 p.m. after the NBA All-Star stuff Saturday night, which we were driving back from DC because we were at Vengeance Day, so I wasn't going to watch it live. And, like, I played with... Like, I might watch it because, like, it has Okada and Buddy Matthews, and that sounds like a match I would want to watch. Like, that sounds like a me match. So, we'll see if I watch it. It had other weird woes, like, they didn't ship one of their rings over, so they used a ring that was smaller, which is kind of funny. Then there's, like, all the other stuff with it. It's good. It's got a whole rap sheet to it.
Why is Edge's theme song named Metalingus?
You would have to ask Alter Bridge. It was a song before it was his theme.
I know, but I don't like it.
Okay.
And I didn't realize I didn't like it until, like, this morning. Because I heard it, I was like, oh, Metalingus. And I was like...
It's a strange name.
Then I thought about the thing, and I was like, oh, I don't like that.
Which thing?
Conolingus.
Oh. Honestly, knowing Edge, that's probably part of the reason.
On his day! Whatever. Yo, that fucking song does go crazy.
So, a man debuted on NXT.
A man?
A man. He's absolute. You know who he is.
I don't.
Who he is. The joke is that he came out on NXT, and the crowd went crazy because he's a former AEW guy. He's a known person. And he's just like, sounds like you're excited. It sounds like he went through his entire promo. He said his catchphrase about being absolute. He struck the pose. And then WWE went on social media, shared the videos. He's here! NXT just got absolute. He has a vignette on Vengeance Day. I will be signing my absolute NXT contract this Tuesday. Commentary's like, did you hear it? He's signing his contract on Tuesday. So we don't know if Ricky Starks is going to have his name or not because they haven't said Ricky Starks yet.
Okay.
They haven't given him a name. That is his actual name. It's his legal name. So he owns copyright and stuff on it. So the rumor is that normally when you come to WWE and you're a bigger star and you're keeping your name that you own the copyright to, you have to sign some extra paperwork that they have drawn up. The rumor is that it came together so quickly because he was literally like released Monday on NXT on Tuesday. The rumor is that it came together so quick that they didn't have that stuff drawn up yet, so they didn't use his name just in case something happens and they need to pivot.
Oh, okay.
But Ricky Starks is in NXT. That'll be fun. He's joining NXT at a time where they need some main event power, but the main champion needs to be champion for longer. So I don't know what to do with Ricky Starks. because he's great, but he probably needs a title on him pretty immediately. And I don't know if the North American title is enough.
It's not enough.
But Obafemi needs to be champion for longer. He needs that big defining reign. And he's exciting, so no one's going to get tired of it. I love Obafemi. It was great seeing him kill men last night live for my viewing pleasure. You should watch NXT.
Somebody's got to do it.
You should watch NXT.
You should watch NXT.
You should really watch
There's
NXT.
literally nothing you can do to get me to care.
The match was really
Is
good.
Booker good on commentary?
He's okay. He's really good with Vic Joseph. Vic Joseph has felt out how to let Booker go on stuff that's really entertaining, but rein him in when it starts to get really ridiculous. They did some stuff with Booker and Corey, and it just didn't work because Corey just doesn't want to deal with Booker. And with him, Booker and Vic are really good together, and Booker's not good with everyone.
I have an update on my wrestling opinions.
Oh no.
No, I think you'll like it. I think this is an opinion you'll enjoy. I think I like LA Knight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. I take it back. I hate him. I like LA Knight every time he doesn't do that. I saw him just cook a promo without going, yeah!
Was it the Drew McIntyre promo?
Yes! Yes, it was! Yes, it was! I didn't know if it was old or not. I just saw it. I was like,
No,
this
that
is
was
funny.
I think that was last week.
So it's LA Knight versus Drew. Is that what we're going to get?
Maybe. I don't... It is why, if I have to choose between McIntyre and Knight or McIntyre and Priest, I want McIntyre and Knight, because the lead up to Mania will be really fun.
Yeah.
Because they'll do a bunch of stuff like that. I love LA Knight looking in the camera and being like, listen, if you get emotional and you need to cry, as a man, it is okay to let that out.
Yeah.
Unless you're Drew McIntyre and doing it every fucking week.
I love LA Knight. What a guy.
So maybe. Like, it was reported that the backlash of the reported plans for Drew McIntyre has been heard, and now plans are changing.
Oh, crap.
So, maybe. Like, I don't know.
Well, Drew crying worked.
So, Vengeance Day.
Fun.
It was very fun.
I'm sure it was.
I understand you won't watch it, even though it's really good. You would specifically, probably, go crazy for the Tag Team Championship match and the NXT Championship match. And it's wild that you won't watch it.
Why?
Why would you like it, or why?
Well, yeah, what makes you think I would like it?
Well, the tag match is extremely fast and hard-hitting.
Big men fly.
Big men do fly. Big man charge.
I've become more than that.
That's not why. That is why I was going to say like the triple threat match, because it is a big man just killing two other men, and that's fun. But like the tag match is just really good, fast-paced action.
Not a dull moment.
It really doesn't slow down. It ends, and then you have to stop and breathe. Like,
Yeah, but Zach, here's the issue.
oh god.
I am a nostalgia merchant. If it is not somebody that I know, that I already have a preconceived relationship with, I don't care. Somebody has to come and do something really cool at WrestleMania or the Royal Rumble for me to care about them. You know how I know this is the case? Because I didn't give a fuck about Keith Lee until he fought Brock Lesnar in the Rumble. And then he became one of my favorite wrestlers, so I need them to have that moment. That's why I like Jordan Gray. She came and went crazy. You have to do cool things.
They did a lot of cool things.
I know, but not on a show with a bunch of losers.
Do you know who Obafemi beat in his triple threat match?
Who?
Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. Two guys that you
Lamos. Grayson Waller, I don't know.
Which
I
is
know
what?
that name, and I know he drank a shoe when when Philly won the Super Bowl.
Chewy.
He did do that.
And I know Austin Theory because he was Vince McMahon's little pet. And I do think Austin Theory is fun. But there's a reason why he was on the WWE now is back in NXT.
Just doing a spot for Vengeance Day to help
Because
sell
he's
tickets.
a loser.
To bring people like you to NXT to watch it.
But I will never go to NXT to watch him. I'll wait for him to come up to WWE and give him wrestle somebody I care about. It's going to be hard, man. You have to have... Why would I... Here, this is the crux of my argument. Why would I watch them in NXT against some people that will not make it when I could wait for them to go to WWE anyway and then wrestle who's good.
Because sometimes we don't get that same thing. The best example I can give being the tag team of Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker that they just didn't do on the main roster.
I know, but I already saw Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker is now up there, so...
Yeah, but you didn't see them tag together.
Yeah, but I don't watch wrestling for tag teams.
Which is wild, because last week you were gassing up tag team
No,
wrestling.
tag team wrestling is good, but that's not why I watch it. The main course is regular wrestling, and then if I get the appetizer, the mozzarella sticks of tag team wrestling, then that's cool. But I don't always need it because I'm watching my weight.
So why do you watch wrestling to begin with?
Because I do enjoy wrestling.
Some of the best wrestling is in NXT.
And you just have to have an open mind.
It's like, and hey, some of the best food in the world is Indian. Or is like sushi. I fucking hate sushi.
I feel like you're complicated just because you don't want it.
I have no want. There is that, like, you can't get me to watch something that I don't give a shit about.
Don't give a shit about it because you won't watch it.
Yeah, exactly. But that is the crux of the argument.
But if you watch it, you'll give a shit about it.
No, but that's not true.
But
People can tell me to watch not Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, one of the greatest shows ever. It's gonna be really good. You're gonna like it. You're gonna enjoy it. I don't give a shit. I watch it. I don't care. I'm not interested. But it is really, really, really good. But I don't care. It happens all the time.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna talk about something later that 100% destroys the argument that I just said.
No.
I'm gonna get into it right now. We'll go right back. So, oh God, I hate being a hypocrite, but it's so funny. So, I used to hate on old movies. Not hate on old movies, but there's like, there's movies everybody tells you this is one of the greatest movies of all time. You have to watch it, and everybody says it. So, if I were to say that statement to you, what movies come to mind?
The Godfather.
Okay, so I watched The Godfather.
Oh, was it actually The Godfather?
This is exactly what it is. At. So 2 weeks ago, I watched The Godfather with my dad. It's his favorite movie of all time.
Yeah.
We're watching it, and I'm like, bro, this movie sucks. I'm like, I'm not gonna like this movie. Like I said, this movie is all hype, whatever. That's one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. That movie is that good. 100% worth watching. It's amazing. And I went into it thinking I'd never want to watch it. So, I guess maybe NXT could be that case. Because I just watched Godfather Part 2 yesterday with my dad.
Yeah.
That movie is amazing too, just like everybody says. So, it's not just a fluke. I'm wrong. I should probably watch NXT, but I won't because it makes you upset, and I love making you upset.
That's what I was going to say. I feel like you're saying no just because it gets me riled up.
I only do it for that reason.
I think it's specifically... It is the, like, when I come to you and it's like... And it's not just, you should watch Vengeance Day, it was really good. When I say specifically, you should watch this Oba Femi match. Because I think you would really like specifically Oba Femi.
Why?
Because he's a big man who throws people around.
Okay, I have evolved past that as my... I don't have to just like...
I understand that. And I'm not saying you won't enjoy the other parts of NXT. But you very much like big people that throw people around.
Like who?
Like Keith Lee!
I haven't watched... Keith Lee has been irrelevant to me.
Because he hasn't done anything.
Where is he?
I don't know. He's in AEW, I think, not doing
Oh, makes sense.
To be fair...
AEW's trash. You defended it last week and it made me upset.
I'm not going to defend AEW specifically here. I'm defending both AEW and WWE. Keith Lee hasn't been the same since he got COVID. His stamina isn't as there as it was before. Like, he is just someone who was negatively affected by it and is probably never going to be the same. So, like, now, to be fair, I don't know why he's just not on TV then, but, like, even his matches when he was on TV, it wasn't the same as what he was doing.
Did Bronson Reed get released?
No,
He's
he
injured.
He injured himself.
Oh.
When he did that big splash off the War Games thing, he broke, what was it, both of his ankles or something like that?
His one ankle got completely shattered, all of the bones just crushed.
Huh.
Yeah, because he landed ankle first
Yeah,
instead
maybe he shouldn't have been doing that. Big as hell.
Yeah, but it
Stupid
was
idiot.
so good to watch.
Oh, so you like to watch people get hurt?
I like
What a great
watching big men go fly.
Alright, good job.
See, now you like Bronson Reed, too, and you like Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe is not just big man who... Go fuck yourself.
You're right. He has plenty of layers as well, as does Oba Femi.
And you know what he also has? Only a 13 2/3% chance of winning a Survivor Series.
The sacrifice.
The sacrifice, that's what it is. That's my favorite promo of all time.
I love Scott Steiner's nonsense roided up promos. Allegedly.
I just love him. He just cracks me up.
He's very entertaining when he's not in the ring.
I'm very happy that he's related to Braun, right? Or Braun's related to him?
Yeah, he's his uncle.
What a legend.
Yeah. But
That's what I'm going to go for as Halloween next year. Scott Steiner. Just because I want to wear the chain little head dress thing.
No, I could probably make that for you with my grandma.
Old ass! What is that, after your fucking AARP check comes in? Fuck.
Yeah, Vengeance Day was really good, and you should consider watching NXT from time to time. You don't have to like.
When is it on?
Tuesday nights, 8 p.m.
I'm sleeping.
Live on the CW.
I don't have TV, so I'm not watching it.
Oh, that's cool. CW is free TV.
Where?
Via the airwaves.
What do you mean the airwaves?
I mean, I have an antenna. We get it on an
I
antenna.
don't have a fucking antenna!
Why don't you have an antenna? Why don't you have any TV, first of all?
Because why would I pay for TV?
As I just said.
I'm not buying an antenna.
It's also free, available on the CW app next day. Some nonsense like that. But like, even if you don't watch the weekly product, the PLEs are also always insane.
What are PLEs?
The pay-per-views.
I'm not buying no damn pay-per-views for
It's
WWE.
on fucking Peacock.
I don't have Peacock.
It's on Netflix if you have a VPN.
I don't have Netflix.
Do you just want our login?
No, I don't want nobody's logging, so I don't want to watch this trash.
How did you watch the Royal Rumble?
I had a friend come over. Hey, I'm a senior citizen living on a fixed income, man. I can't afford all these streaming services.
And you're calling her old.
She's old as shit. I'm just geriatric. I got geriatric wallet, brother.
What does geriatric mean?
Old as hell. You know those Muppets that are always up in the little booth? That's geriatric. That's what my wallet looked like right now. Every time I open it, it's like, oh, there's nothing in here.
Because, like, I don't know if you'd like the rest of Vengeance Day. I know you would like the tag match and the triple threat. You might like the strap match or the nonsense that Ethan Page and Javon Evans did. But, like, you wouldn't like the opening match or the main event because you don't like women.
I just had a change of heart last week. I came in with a list of women. Not even to bed with, but to watch.
I don't think any of them were on that pay-per-view.
Well, you just saw Jordan live.
Yeah, she came out at the end to flex and be like, "What up? I'm coming for one of you," and then left, which was nice. It was a nice surprise.
She's very
weren't
nice.
expecting her.
I saw a bunch of cool stuff this week with the women's wrestling.
Yeah.
Hey, what is it? Michelle McCool? Melissa McCool?
Michelle McCool.
Michelle McCool. What did I say it right?
You said Melissa.
This is the first time, and what did I say the second time?
The first time was Michelle McCool.
Okay, so I said it right the first time.
Yeah, you just should have corrected yourself because I.
Okay. I saw she got announced for the Hall of Fame. I was like, that's cool.
Yeah. In a different era, she would have been a lot more.
Yeah.
So, like...
Basically what I saw, because she did a interview with that wrestling guy that interviews everybody.
I believe it was Chris Van Vliet.
Chris Van Vliet. That's what I want to be.
Same. I love Chris.
Obviously not for wrestling, but that's what I always wanted to be. That was my dream job, was to just go around and interview athletes. Oh, shit.
So, yes, Vengeance Day was very good, and you should consider watching the NXT PLEs.
Are people still excited for Jay versus Gunther?
I am.
Get it off of Gunther.
I wish Gunther's... I wish Gunther's title reign was being better. I've seen, like, the general amount of hype for the secondary world title match at WrestleMania.
So what's going to be who's fighting Cody at?
Whoever wins the men's elimination chamber, I believe.
Which is between who?
So the current names are John Cena, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest,
okay.
Logan Paul. And then there's one more match tonight between Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, so probably Seth Rollins.
So Punk, Rollins, or John?
I think it's going to be John. I think my actual prediction is it's going to come down to those three, and then Roman's going to return and do some tomfoolery, and Cena's going to win without winning because reasons.
You see, you keep saying this, that like John's just going to keep getting a shot. I really have this feeling that they're just going to like tease us for like forever. And he actually won't have any shots until the end of this last ride, and the last match he'll win.
I think they're going to do something similar to that, but I don't think they're going to pass up at having John Cena in the main event of his last WrestleMania. That's where I'm hung up with it. Like, I don't think he gets another shot till SummerSlam. I think he's going to keep stumbling. But I think he's going to get a shot at Mania just so that way they can promote that match as the main event.
Okay.
And that's the only reason.
I disagree, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. Because I think he loses that main event against Cody. I think Cena's going to continue down what seems to be his arc, going from, I don't need the 17th world title, I don't need to have the most champions or be a Grand Slam champion or any of that stuff. And now he's currently at, for the company, it makes sense for me to want this. I think he's going to end up being, no, I want this. We're going to go from content with his career to
what?
not content ends.
I don't do this because I don't know anything, right? And I'm an idiot. But I want to make a bold prediction.
Oh no.
Cena does not win the Elimination Chamber. CM Punk does. Punk beats Cody at Mania. Mania and Punk versus John. John wins. That's what I think.
Hey, do you mean SummerSlam? Punk
What
and John?
did I say?
You said Mania.
Did I say Mania? Yeah.
Yeah.
You knew what I meant. SummerSlam, Mania and John. Or Mania and John. No, I just want to say Mania. No, Punk versus John and John win there. That's what I think.
I definitely think John wins it at SummerSlam. Because I think he wins it at SummerSlam and he holds it until... Like, I've been saying they should do this. It's been rumored that they're going to do a John Cena-themed pay-per-view in December in Boston. The rumor title is Ruthless Aggression, which makes sense, I guess. But, like, that's what I would do, and I'd have Cena drop it there. Give me a non-spoiler review of the new Captain America movie. And then hopefully I can see it this week so we can talk about it at length.
So, I went to go see it Saturday.
Yeah, you saw it while I was at Vengeance Day.
Yeah. So, this movie had a little issue like when I saw Captain Marvel. I walked into it thinking this movie is going to be really bad. Because everybody told me it was really bad.
Yeah.
So then when I walked out, I'm like, that movie was not bad. Yeah, I said that movie is not bad. I was going to say not that bad, but I also don't think the movie's bad. I was like, that movie's just not bad. And I got into a Discord and they got roasted for saying that the movie wasn't bad.
Of course.
It's just fun.
Nice.
It's the worst of the Captain America movies, but it was going to be hard to be better than honestly any of them. I think, the worst one's the first one, and it's, a 7.5, 8 out of 10?
Yeah.
I'd say Cap 4 is a 7 out of 10. I walked out of the movie thinking it was a 7.5, 8. Now that I've really thought that, like, I had lower expectations, I walked in, I thought it was much better than it was. It probably is like a 7.5, 7. I personally dislike the way the leader looks.
I saw the leaked photo of him. My initial thought was, and if the leaked photo might have been off, was, why does he just look like a dude?
Yeah, it sucks.
Because that leaked photo looked like his head was normal sized, and I expected him to have, like, forehead for days.
Yes, he does in the tie-in comic.
Okay.
From way back in the day.
Yeah.
He looks like the leader. Just doesn't look like the leader here.
Oh, okay.
It sucks. I really dislike that design. Red Hulk is beautiful. This movie pissed me off.
Okay.
Throughout the entire movie, I had no issues with the CGI. Like, the CGI looked good. The Hulk looked amazing. Then we got to the last 5 minutes.
Oh, no.
And it's not a Hulk shot.
Oh.
It's a very blatant Sam Wilson in front of a green screen volume type of shot. I'm like, you're kidding me. It looks so bad. And then the post-credit scene is also like that. With Sam. I don't know what you could tell the movie is plagued by reshoots.
Okay.
Which sucks.
Yeah. I was talking to her about that when the Fantastic Four trailer came out, and it was one of the shots. She was like, why does it look like the Thing is just placed in there? And I was like, well, look at them. They all look like they're placed in there. They're probably using that stupid volume for this shot.
Yeah, I hate the volume. The volume is one of the worst things that's happened to...
I understand why it worked so well for The Mandalorian. It does not work well for everyone.
And then it doesn't look good for The Mandalorian anymore.
Yeah.
Like it did for the first season, it's fine, and then now it's...
I think it only works for when you need these... like a desert location where there's vast waves of nothingness, and then you still have to go and touch it up, and now it looks like they're just dropping it into any scene and then not touching it up.
It sucks. But Harrison Ford. Great actor.
Yes.
This movie is missing William Hurt.
I believe it.
William Hurt cooks as Ross.
Yeah.
And as good as Harrison is, William Hurt is Thunderbolt Ross.
R.I.P.
Yeah, rest in peace. So that it's not a bad performance. It's just I kept finding myself thinking, oh, imagine this was William Hurt, you know. So that's another negative. There's a lot of people saying Sam or Anthony Mackie can't be a leading man. They're wrong. He can. The one thing that I kind of agree with and understand is that the movie half plays Red Hulk being a mystery, but then again, it's plastered all over the marketing.
Yeah, that's a weird thing to do.
Yeah, but it's also obvious the entire time that there's something up with Ross. It's not like it's hiding it. Like, if they completely hid it and then it happened at the end, then yeah, I'd agree with these people, especially when it's all over the marketing. But it's very obvious that, like, there is something up with Ross. Now, for people who don't know who the Red Hulk is, and then it happens, you're like, oh, that's wow. But if you know, you know, and then it like kind of like takes the wind out of its sails.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the promotion, and I don't think it's blatant that it's Ross, except for the fact that Red Hulk very clearly looks like that it's Harrison Ford.
There's the one scene where he falls in front of the podium, and then he comes back up. And it's the red hand, and he stands up. It's very obviously that it's Ross.
But
yeah, so that sucks. This is really like it sucks. Like, I don't like describing this movie like this, but it is kind of right. It's like it's just the Incredible Hulk sequel, but it's a cat movie. And people are like, well, if you're going to do the Incredible Hulk sequel, just do the Incredible Hulk sequel. And I'm like, yeah, nobody would go watch that.
Yeah, maybe.
Because everybody's still convinced that the Incredible Hulk is the worst movie in the MCU, which is just wrong.
I guess people do say that.
Yeah, like that's just wrong. That movie is better than a lot of the movies that have come out. I think I could comfortably come up with 6 movies that are worse than the Incredible Hulk. And I don't think I have to think that hard. You want me to, I'll go quick.
I got 3 off the bat, but
I'll say Thor 1 and 2, Iron Man 2. I would say The Marvels, but some people defend that movie, but I'll stand on it. The Marvels, Eternals, and what are some of the other? What's like a trash bag one that I'm just not
surprised. I'm surprised you just didn't say Thor 4, because
I really dislike that movie, but I guess Thor 4.
The 2 I immediately went to was Thor 2 and 4. And then Eternals was the next one. Those were my 3.
And I don't think Eternals is bad. But
I think Eternals is too fucking long, and there's too many parts where it's not interesting. That's one of the movies
I disagree. I'm locked in that entire movie, but I like there's characters before that movie turns on, so.
I think you cut that movie down a bit and remove some of that. It gets really good.
Ant-Man 2, definitely. It's better. Definitely better than Ant-Man and the Wasp. Actually, The Incredible Hulk, it might be as good as Quantumania. Like, if I'm going to go back and watch one of those movies, I would probably pick Incredible Hulk over Quantumania.
Okay. That's still not good. But I get where you're
but it's not the worst movie ever.
I get where you're coming from. There's definitely movies worse. Ant-Man and the Wasp is one of those movies that I forget that I dislike until I turn it on or actually look at what the plot is.
It's the worst one.
And then I go, I forgot half of that movie happened.
Yeah.
Like, they are dealing with that guy who sells the weapon parts, and it's like, oh, I forgot that existed. Yeah.
I forgot Ghost existed till the trailer for Thunderbolts played before the movie. Which, my stance on this movie was, if this movie was bad, I wasn't going to go see anymore. I wasn't going to waste my money to go to theater to see Thunderbolts, which I still might not, but every time I watch that trailer, I'm like, gosh, this looks fun.
If any of the movies coming out are going to disappoint me, it's going to be that one, because I
don't think so. I think Fantastic Four is going to disappoint me, but I'm going to go see it.
Fantastic Four and Cap 4 both have this thing where in my heart I want them to be good, but I am not convinced. So it needs to be like the worst movie in this franchise to disappoint me. If it's mid, I will be fine. Thunderbolts has somehow convinced me to thinking I'm going to have a good time.
Okay.
So if I go in and it's trash, I'm going to be mad.
Yeah, but I know Thunderbolts are going to be trash. But I know I'm going to like it. It's got a bunch of characters I like.
That's my
I
thing.
forgot. I don't know what it is, because I remember Black Widow. I did not like Red Guardian. I was like, this is not... I said, this guy's just not funny.
Which is why I'm such a David Harbour mark. Like,
No, but I like David Harbour. I like him in everything else. Even that horrible Hellboy movie he did. I still liked him in that.
He did a Hellboy?
Yeah, it's really bad.
Oh.
Violent Night is like one of my favorite Christmas movies ever now.
I love that movie.
I liked him in not Forza Motorsport, Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
I like him in that.
Really good
Like,
too.
there's nothing that he's in that I don't like him in. But I just didn't like him as Red Guardian. But then, I watched What If's episode with him and Bucky, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I kind of like.
Still haven't watched season 3.
Yeah, there's an episode where him and Bucky, where Red Guardian interrupts Howard Stark getting murdered, and Howard Stark lives.
Okay.
And Red Guardian, because Red Guardian's like, I can do that job, and he like interferes with Bucky.
God damn it.
And then Red Guardian ends up being in New York with the original Avengers.
Oh god.
It was fun.
That sounds like something that What If should have been doing from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like,
I saw him, I was like, oh, I kind of like him. And now everything I've seen in the trailers, I'm like, yeah, I'm bought in.
Yeah.
And you know what I think it is? I don't like Yelena.
see, and I do like Elena.
She is, I don't know, I think in that Black Widow movie, I wanted it to be a little more serious, and then Yelena and Red Guardian were both cracking jokes all the time.
I understand your point. It is a Marvel movie, so I don't know why you expected it to be super serious.
Because I watched Winter Soldier.
It's fair. That's a fair
I
point.
was, and I'm not going at you. I hate the it's a Marvel movie argument because there's so many different Marvel movies in the MCU that don't just do the Marvel movie thing.
So I agree with you, but I disagree with you. I think it is a stupid argument. I think it isn't. However, think that Marvel has such a specific track record that it becomes weirdly valid. It shouldn't be an argument. Marvel should be able to just put out a serious movie without it. But even you talk about Winter Soldier, which is a very good movie, Anthony Mackie spends a good amount of that movie cracking jokes.
I know, but there's a difference between the Marvel movie everybody tries to... Because their argument is, it's a Marvel movie, everybody's funny. That is the argument. Winter Soldier, Anthony Mackie is the comic relief.
Yeah.
And that is his role, and that's what he does, and that's why he's amazing.
Yeah.
And that he's now parlayed that into being the greatest Captain America we've ever seen. You're going to see a scene in... to get back to Cap 4, you're going to see a scene where everybody knows Sam Wilson's just a guy. What is he without the suit? There is a scene in this movie... it should blow your fucking mind. Because he kicks... Sam Wilson is badass.
Yeah.
God, I love him. I love him so much. I'm so happy he's Captain America. And a character shows up that you don't think is going to be in the movie, and he gives a little motivational speech. And people are talking about his motivational speech like, what does that even mean? And I'm like, if you listen to what he says, everything he says makes sense.
No.
It's just people want to hate on the movie to hate on the movie. But if you listen to what this character says, I don't want to spoil it for you, but this character says, you're like, oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. And he's actually 1,000% right.
Okay.
All the fight scenes in this are amazing. Hulk is scary. I went with my friend Nick. Genuinely, he got jump scared during the fight. It's so good. But yeah, it's good 7 out of 10. It's a good movie. Hit me with a couple of Marvel movies. I'll tell you if it's better or worse than those movies.
You want like
Anything. Just give me any movie and then try to maybe come into find a space.
the first Iron Man.
Worse.
Okay, Iron Man 3 then.
Better. It's better than Iron Man 3.
What sits between those two movies in my brain?
Do you not have Iron Man 1 as like a top 5 or like top
No.
6?
No.
Where do you have Iron Man?
Like in the 10s,
That's crazy.
I think. Just off like, I don't have a list in front
I
of
don't think there's 10 movies better than Iron Man.
me. Yeah.
I think the Iron Man's at like my 6 or 7.
Iron Man might be number 10. But I think there's movies that you have under it that I just like so much more.
Throw some names.
Shang-Chi.
I think it's better than Shang-Chi.
Okay. I think that's a good... Shang-Chi's a good, like, I think, middle ground for me. Of this movie is enjoyable. It has flaws. It feels like a really good measuring stick for me.
Yeah. Shang-Chi has the comic relief that's unbearable. And then it kind of... The end of the movie sucks because of the kaiju battle. I've come to terms with that. And Trevor Slattery, I think, is also annoying.
Yes.
So, there's a lot that goes wrong for that movie, but when it's kind of just Shang-Chi doing Shang-Chi things, yeah, the movie is really good.
I don't even dislike the stuff with Awkwafina, but Trevor Slattery makes me upset. And I don't know why they do the CGI monster. I like Shang-Chi. I like his dad. I like everything. I like all the interplay with his sister and everything. But there's parts of that movie that I don't like. I have said many times about how I dislike the kaiju battle at the end because it feels like the movie should be over.
Yeah.
And we do this to do this. But I think that's a really good middle-of-the-road Marvel movie for me to measure stuff against.
Yeah, I think...
Which is what I was spending time thinking about.
So yeah, Cap 4 I think is better than Shang-Chi.
Okay.
But now I gotta get back to this Iron Man thing. I'm just gonna hit you with movies, you tell me if it's better than Iron Man.
Oh, God.
Okay. So, Infinity War.
Yeah.
Endgame.
Yeah.
No Way Home.
Yeah.
Guardians 1.
Yeah.
Guardians 3.
Yeah.
Ragnarok.
Yes.
You don't want to think that one over a little bit more?
No.
Okay. Ant-Man.
This is where I would need to think down and sit down and think. I want to say Iron Man is better on that one.
Okay, cool, then we will. Cap 1.
Another one. These are the hard... This is where it sits. It's in the pocket with Cap 1. And
What's the best movie in Phase 1 to you?
probably Cap 1. It'd be either Cap 1 or Iron Man 1, I think. Really like the first Avengers, too. It's not Iron Man 2, and it's not Thor 1, and it's not Incredible Hulk. Those are...
Obviously.
I think I like Thor 1 more than you do, but it's still...
Yeah.
Bottom half. It's Cap 1. I like Cap 1 more.
Huh. Guardians 2.
I like Guardians 2 more.
Huh?
Yeah.
The Iron Man 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on crack, man. That one's egregious. I definitely don't agree with Cap 1, but I like the Guardians movies. There's no way. Oh, bro, Iron Man 1 is so good. When that man freezes him up and is talking his shit.
That's a movie that I think does there's some comedy and there's some serious really well. If you want a movie that
it's
does
the Genesis,
really well.
Man. Tony Stark did this in a cave. With a box of scraps. Oh my gosh. Homecoming.
I don't like your switch to serious. You look like you're going to kill me if I'm going to answer the question.
Just answer the question.
Oh, no.
I don't know how I feel about this one. So I'm not expecting an answer here.
Okay. My knee jerk, you hit my knee and I immediately answer, is that Homecoming is better. But I am unsure about it.
I think it's close.
Okay.
My top 5 is a mix of Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, No Way Home, and Guardians 3.
Okay.
Did I start with Guardians 3?
I don't know. No, because you started with Infinity War.
Yeah, and then Guardians 3. Then right outside of that is like these 4 movies, not in order, but like Endgame, Homecoming, Iron Man 1, then probably like Ragnarok.
So I'll tell you what you haven't said that is probably...
Winter Soldier?
If not, you said...
No, yeah.
Maybe I think you did.
Yeah.
Is I have the first Doctor Strange extremely high.
Yeah, I don't.
Because that movie's just...
The villain is horrible. It is the most... And I used to think that Doctor Strange is the best origin movie. But the villain... like, Caecilius is so much worse than Ironmonger. Even if you want to, like, shit on Obadiah Stane. Oh, sure. Caecilius is so much worse. He is nothing. We watch untrained Doctor Strange beat him. So, yeah, I don't care. And, like, the Dormammu is cool, which also is not the villain of that movie. I don't care what people say. Just he shows up in the last 5 minutes and he does nothing. So, even at that point, Dormammu is even almost as bad as Caecilius in that there's no threat. Doctor Strange is, like, gets away with a lot of stuff that Captain Marvel doesn't.
I mean, that I can agree with.
The only reason why Doctor Strange doesn't get that is because Strange loses his hands in the beginning of the movie. We get to see Strange excelling, then he has his accident, and then we watch him become the Sorcerer Supreme or whatever. We watch him get his magic. Captain Marvel, she just is winning the entire movie. Like, there's never any adversity in Captain Marvel.
I also like Captain Marvel more than most people, so I don't think it's better than Iron Man 1.
No, I think it's a fun movie, but there's no stakes ever. And I'm never worried in Captain Marvel, which goes into my thing where I would much rather watch a bad movie than a boring movie. Yeah. And that's why I pan Captain Marvel. I don't think Captain Marvel, in quality, is worse than a lot of movies, but it's more boring, which makes bad movies that I can make fun of or at least find more enjoyment out of, I would rank higher. Like, I genuinely think I'd put Incredible Hulk over Captain Marvel. Not by much, but the fact that I'm bored at points watching Captain Marvel, I'm not bored when I'm watching The Incredible Hulk. Mainly because I'm waiting for the Hulk, which just builds hype. So.
Biased.
No, not biased. I can like Hulk because I can like Hulk comics and dislike Hulk movies. I don't like Iron Man comics, but I like Iron Man. I really don't like Captain America comics, but I love the Captain America movies.
Wild.
And then the one Captain America comic I like, everybody hates.
Which is?
You should be able to put that together based on I like a certain... What is it? Not a shtick, but what do they call that? Not a stereotype, but a...
Trope?
No,
The problem is that there is...
No, I need help. Please help me with this.
Chalant?
No. It's
Chalant?
No, it's like a word like that. Oh my gosh. Trope! That's what I'm looking for.
She said trope.
She didn't say trope.
Yes,
Yes,
she
I
did.
did.
What the fuck did you say?
I said trope.
She didn't say trope.
She did say trope.
I don't think that's what she said.
You know I have you on recording, right?
Record it. Did she say trope? I thought you said trout. Maybe that's not the word I'm looking for.
I think you
Not
are.
stereotype.
I think you're looking for trope. A storyline element that's pre-used, that's commonly reused with different characters. But
Yeah, I guess trope is the word.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you're right. Yeah, I probably should have believed her. She's probably got the fucking memory back to 1930 when they came up with the word.
Anyway, the problem is that there's one story that does involve Captain America that I know that you like that I don't like, but I don't classify that in my head as a Captain America comic, so I don't know if it's what you're talking about or not.
Okay, so go ahead and say...
Well, I know you really like the Civil War comic, and I...
Oh, no.
Oh, okay, so what is it?
Secret Empire.
Oh, okay.
That's the good guy is evil trope that I love.
Yeah, I don't hate Secret Empire. It's...
A lot of people do.
I know a lot of people do. There's some stuff in it that's really strange, and I don't know why they would do that, but also I like throwing stuff at the wall and trying
The
stuff.
more I go back and read that, the more upset the Doc Ock stuff makes me.
Okay.
Because they kind of, like, purely... I don't know, but they kind of just... Doc Ock becomes a Nazi again. So, like, that kind of pisses me off a lot in that comic.
Yeah.
Which I didn't think it, upset me a bunch. But then, like... Again, good guy goes evil. I do Superior Spider-Man. And I'm like, oh. There we go. I like that a lot. And then like Doc Ock slowly, like there was and maybe I'm wrong. You can tell me I'm wrong if I'm wrong. But like there's a time where like Doc Ock was kind of becoming a more in the middle than a villain.
See,
especially when like he's like when he's dating May and like I don't know, he feels more of like a anti-hero, I guess, for Doc Ock sounds crazy, but that's kind of what it felt like, at least to me.
Yeah. Superior Spider-Man was not a villain. And I think...
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah. That was an example of the trope being done in the inverse. The villain going to hero. And he was definitely in the direct aftermath.
Yeah.
Being more heroic, and then Secret Empire kind of rebooted him.
Yes.
Because
yeah.
we need Doc Ock needs to fight Spider-Man. They did more Superior Spider-Man at some point after that, too, that I don't remember how that went.
I don't either.
It's Marvel. You kind of pick and choose what you read and remember.
100%. How did we get here?
We were
because I got upset about the Iron Man thing.
Yeah. So we were talking about Cap 4. I don't know. Everything else that
do you disagree with my Doctor Strange take? Does that make sense to you or not?
I do disagree with your Doctor Strange take, but I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
I don't think it doesn't make sense. I think I just view... I don't know. They set up that resolution to happen for this but Caecilius to get beaten by Doctor Strange, because Doctor Strange is explicitly set up to learn quick and adapt quickly. And also, he spends that final fight with an Infinity Stone strapped to his chest.
I know, but he beats him before that, when he locks him in the cage. At the temple.
I believe Caecilius gets away, no?
Okay.
Or is that
Does that mean that Caecilius won? Yeah, he got away.
I don't
but
think
Doctor Strange, who can't do anything, who doesn't have the cape until that fight, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, and only would have lost if he didn't.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he kind of wins. against this guy who
No, 'cause
who torched, had already taken out a sanctum. This guy had already destroyed a sanctum, showed up to Strange's the sanctum that Strange was at, and then Strange, after they lose the sanctum or whatever, the seal or whatever is broken.
Yeah.
Strange incapacitates him. Bruh, like, that kills that character for me. I no longer look at you as a threat. And then they just kill him in the next scene anyway. I'm like, okay, then what's the point? Is there not a way that...
That's not Caecilius that they kill in the next scene. The one with the neck snap, that's one of his random goons. Caecilius doesn't die until the end when Dormammu...
Well, it sucks him back in, but he...
But right after that scene you're talking about...
But he's not a threat anymore.
Right after that scene that you're talking about, Caecilius gets away and then Doctor Strange is dead to rights until the Ancient One bails him out. In the mirror dimension. They have that whole thing. Because he traps him in the mirror dimension and Mordo is like, you fool, they're stronger here. And that's also where we get where Mordo learns that she's been pulling power from the dark dimension and all that stuff.
Okay.
Doctor Strange doesn't win that fight, really. He gets lucky once or twice, and Caecilius gets his way out.
Yes, but a guy who... He took out a sanctum. That should be a bigger deal. There's only 3.
Yes.
He destroyed... is it New York, Hong Kong, and London?
It is.
Yeah. He takes out a sanctum, and then can't get rid of Steven, who is not trained, hardly.
He is shown by that point to be...
capable, but I understand there's a different way to do that than Doctor Strange fucks him up basically for that entire fight, and then Caecilius just gets away.
I don't know. He spends that entire fight on defense as well. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I know, but but he shouldn't just... I don't know, man.
Like,
this guy has killed guys much more skilled than Doctor Strange at that point.
Okay, so again, we're gonna look at this again. One, the way that you're wording it is like Strange dog walks him. Strange spends the entire fight on defense and then manages to get time. By this point, we are past the point in the movie where Strange, 1, has the Infinity Stone strapped to his chest, and 2, we're at the point to where he is out of learning and he has to work around Wong to get new books. Do you remember the scene?
Yeah, does that not... That happens after the Caecilius scene, does it not?
It does not. It happens before. That's all part of his training that happens.
He doesn't have the time stone on his chest when he fights Caecilius the first time at the Sanctum.
Are you sure?
100%.
I'm pretty sure once he puts it on, it doesn't come off.
No. I'm almost positive he doesn't have that on around his neck. Because he would have to have it at the hospital. He doesn't have it at the hospital.
Well, I'm going to look up the Mr. Doctor scene. Because that part of that fight, the Mr. Doctor, it's strange, perhaps, but who am I to judge? There it is.
Maybe, okay.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm pretty sure
I don't think that means anything.
The time stone thing only matters in the final fight.
We only see the time stone ever mean anything when it's open.
Yeah. Well, in the final fight, he is using it to reverse stuff and do stuff like that. But it only really matters in the final fight, not in that fight necessarily. Yeah. But that I use that more as a marker of where we're at in the story, because all of his learning and stuff happens before he gets the time stone. That time stone steals as part of his So
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he does it. He's more capable than I think he should be. Yeah. Than it made out to be. Caecilius is inept then, which then I think makes him worse than Obadiah Stane anyway. Do you agree that Caecilius is a better villain than Obadiah Stane?
By himself, no.
Okay, then fine. Then we agree, and I'm more harsh on how good the villain is than yours is. Then
it depends on how the movie.
You just think the rest of the movie is better than I think Caecilius is bad. Yeah.
It depends on villain motivation and how movies pace themselves. Obadiah Stane is a stronger villain by himself because all of his motivation and all of his ability is contained in Obadiah Stane. Yeah. Caecilius is I can't even say he's a cult leader. He's a top minion. His motivations come from the devil, and not the devil, but from Dormammu, and he has a cult that does his bidding with him. So, individually, he's not as strong.
Yeah.
as Obadiah Stane, who is a menace on his own whim.
Because, like, the way I would look at those movies, what would I rate that movie out of 10, not factoring in either villain? I think I'd give Iron Man a 9 out of 10 without Obadiah Stane. Without factoring in the villain, I'd give Doctor Strange an 8, and I'd give Iron Man a 9.
I just don't know if I give Iron Man that much stuff with that.
Yeah, no, I don't think Iron Man is bad at any sense. I think it's funny. I think it's engaging. Like, there's nothing about there's never a point in Iron Man where I don't care.
Okay.
Like, I'm engaged the entire time. And even when Obadiah Stane is a little lame, but still, even when he has like Tony frozen, that's interesting.
He's lame in a cool, evil billionaire way.
But like,
no,
I can understand just bigger Iron Man as a kind of a lame villain. But then I think Icelandic is just even more of a lame villain.
For Iron Man and that movie and that story, just bigger evil Iron Man works.
Yeah.
I think Marvel does go back, or especially then, went back to a lot of, like, it's just the hero but evil, but if the story is correct, it works.
Yeah. Plus there's Burger King in Iron Man, so that's a half a point.
Guys, don't tell Tanner, but I actually think Multiverse of Madness is also a mid-range Marvel movie. I just really like Doctor Strange, and I think he really just hates him for some reason. He's not going to hear this until the edit goes out, so I'm sure he's going to yell at me after it happens. Please keep the secret for me. I just really like Doctor Strange. Can you give us an outro so I can wrap this and then I can show you the thing?
Outro. Take 1. Damn. I have a great night.
Okay. That's all we have for this week. Be sure to leave us a review wherever you're listening. We go for 10 out of 10 or 5 stars. Leave a comment. Talk to us. Please, we're so lonely.
Yes.
And we will see you guys next time.